ask you, why do you think there's a need, or do you even think that it's important for us to give the teachers who we are going to send to these deprived communities extra? Is it worth it? Send us your thoughts and comments right on the show. You can send them via WhatsApp number 020-4447-033, or send your comments via social media platforms using the hashtag BreakfastDaily. Kweku, what do you think about this? Do you think it's necessary to...
I first discovered this experience where people that live in places that are challenging, people that live in what they refer to in the UN as non-family stations.
Right.
20-something years ago, I had the opportunity to work for 8 months with the United Nations, UNHCR. That's for the humanitarian wing of the United Nations. And whilst I was working there, I realized that people opted, okay, either because they were bachelors or spinsters. They felt like, look, I don't have family right now. I can afford it. I'll make a lot more money.
Right.
And in those typical stations where you're going to go and stay, where there's virtually, it's difficult. You can't even take a family there because it's risky, because it's harsh, all those kinds of things. You actually don't get to spend your money. So what happens is that you come back stupendously rich, right? Because you have a lot of savings.
Right.
How much are you going to eat? You yourself, how much are you going to eat? So the little that you eat, you don't have your family there, you don't have shopping malls and, you know, fantastic things to go and spend your money on, right? So you end up saving a lot of money. But then it makes your time there worthwhile because there are other people who have families who may not be able to go with their families because it's just not family friendly, right? So this is what I saw some 20-something years ago.
Right.
I think that, and I've heard that these things already exist in our system, but for some reason, it's not being applied. And teachers are not benefiting from that. Like Fred Duho said yesterday when he was with us on the set that when he was teaching, it existed,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But right now, we don't know what pertains. So here's the question. If it pertains, by all means, that you're a teacher, let us know that this actually exists, where if you go to a difficult station, a faraway place, a rural community, a place that nobody else wants to go, you're giving extra allowances. Let's know about that. But if it doesn't exist, the question we are asking is that, should it be something that we insist on as a nation so that to encourage young teachers especially? I think that when you're a young teacher, 22, 23, 24, 25, you know, maybe you are not yet settled, you've not yet settled down. You have not yet started a family. You can spend your first 3-4 years of your working life, right? Saving a lot of money. By making more money than you would have made if you were living in the city. Right? Because the city takes away your money because rent is more expensive, transport is more expensive, food is more expensive. The bright lights of the city mean that you go to the malls to go and you know, blow time and all of those kinds of you see, but if you're in a faraway place, like our community that we were talking about yesterday, the community in Brudo that Jifa made reference to, we were talking about yesterday on a community development segment, you save more money because you live in the community. The system that we create pays you extra. It goes straight into your bank account, okay, wherever your bank account might be, right? And all of that. So the question we're asking, should we insist on this so that we will have better quality teachers for our rural communities? Because it's so unfair. I mean, from where I sit anyway, it's so unfair that children in places like Bludo have to compete with children in Tesano. So a school in Bludo is competing with a school in Tesano at the BEC level. How is that even fair? Look at the way the school system is.
And at the end of the day, they are writing the same exam questions. Like nothing changes at the end of your academic year when you have to write your final exam before you further your education. It's the same questions. Nothing changes. The marking scheme doesn't change because you came from a rural community or an urban community. So we are going to adjust the marking scheme a little to favor. Nothing changes. And these are students that have to trek on their feet for miles. I mean, defy all odds just to access education. Yet somebody down south here in Accra will just wake up in the morning. By some privilege, their parents will drop them off in school. The school bus will pick them, or there's an Uber or a taxi or something that will pick them to school. You get it? But here, they don't get it like that. Let us know. Should the teachers get more incentives to go to these kind of areas?
In fact, they call it hardship allowance. In some places, it's called hardship allowance. Should we be giving hardship allowance, you know, to teachers?
You know, when
excite them and interest them to go. You know?
Living in such communities, as you rightly stated earlier on, as compared to being here in Accra, you spend less money because if you are lucky and it's a farming community, you get to buy foodstuffs.
Even apart from that, they even bring you food.
Yes,
teacher, farmers will bring teacher.
They'll bring you my child and all of that.
Things.
So you get to enjoy even more than those here in Accra who are buying tomatoes. One small tomato for 5 cedis.
I know, right?
One small tomato for 5 cedis. So we'd like to hear from you. You can send us your thoughts and comments via the WhatsApp number 02070. Quickly, please pick up 0204 447033 0204 447033, or you can send your comments and your thoughts via our social media handles at ChannelOne TV using the hashtag BreakfastDaily.
Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you. It's important. So yesterday's story, I still can't get over what it is that we saw and some of the things that Fred was sharing with us, you know, how that a school exists. It's actually been built. It has windows, it has doors, it has a roof, everything is there. Then because there's no staff bungalow, a place for teachers to stay, to live, okay, so that they can have a place of decency, just to lay their head. They have to live in other communities and make a journey, commute every day, okay, for an hour and a half. Now, let me ask you, where you live, what are some of the challenges that the teachers face there? Should we be incentivizing them, giving them hardship allowance so that we can attract more teachers to your community? Give us a call. Let's know what you think, okay? So 0204 447 033. Call us now. Let us know what you think. Maybe you have family members who are teachers. What have their experiences been? Have they gone into communities that are difficult? Did they receive hardship allowance? Did they receive any kind of extra allowance, you know, apart from a regular teacher's pay? We want to know what's the reality on the ground, and you can tell us. So call us now. From everywhere in the country that you're watching us from. And we know you watch us from all faraway places in the country. We want to hear the true stories of Ghanaians across the country. Families, teachers and family members of teachers. Call us and tell us what the experiences have been. All right. Now,
also, if you are a teacher in such an environment.
We already have a caller. Yes, Ransford from Sogakope. Ransford, good morning. Ransford. Hello. Hello, Ransford. It seems we're having some challenges with this line.
So I was saying that if you're a teacher who finds yourself in any of these communities, let us know if you are receiving the allowance. So we understand Ransford is still on the line. Hello, Ransford. Good morning. Can you hear us? Right, we've lost him.
Yeah.
So, you know, Fred mentioned yesterday that when he was a teacher, he was receiving the allowance, but he's not too sure whether, as of now, it's still they're still receiving it. So, if you're a teacher out there in such a deprived community, let us know. Is the allowance coming in? How often is it coming in? And how you are able to manage in such situations?
Yeah.
We really want to hear from you so that we know how you all are faring out there and holding the fort for us, giving your best to teach or impact knowledge into these students. Would really want to hear from you, so please do call us on the numbers on your screen. Hi, good morning. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
We're having some challenges with
Right.
hearing
So
them.
yeah, as I was saying, would like to hear from you.
Hello,
Let
good
us
morning.
know how the incentives are going, if you're receiving it, what
I can
or
hear
how
you.
often does it come? As I said earlier, even if you can tell us how much you are getting or how much extra you are getting for all the hard work, because when you see the situations of these students, this is like abject poverty. To think
It
that
is.
yesterday,
It's very difficult.
one moment for me that got me very emotional was where the woman was roasting the maize and the pot, and they've prepared porridge.
I know.
Porridge made out of corn dough,
Yeah.
which is starch.
Yeah.
And then they roast
The
maize
roast, and then
put it inside
yeah.
the porridge,
to mimic,
which is also
to mimic
starch.
granules.
Yes, which is also starch. And then they add sugar, which is also starch.
Oh gosh.
And after taking that porridge, they have to trek miles to access education.
Yeah.
It's still-
Hello. We have a caller. Hello. Yeah, we're not hearing you. Hello.
Hello,
Yes. Good morning.
good morning.
Yes. Welcome to Breakfast Daily. Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you very much.
All right. So share with us your thoughts. What do you think?
Yes, good morning.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Please move away from your TV set, all right? Just talk to us through the phone or turn the volume of your TV set down, okay?
Yes, I've turned the volume of my TV set down.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, you know, I actually taught in a nearby school there,
Okay.
and that is Agoblan.
Okay.
You move from Agoblan to Bludo. And then, you see, the education directorate,
Yeah.
they are also not helping in a way, because the school is in a very deplorable state over there, and then the way to the school. Some of the teachers live in the nearby villages, and then they go to the school over there.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes when the rain falls like that, the whole thing becomes very bad, and the students do not go to school because they have to get a canoe to at least transport them to the school.
Yeah.
Right.
So last, when you were airing the whole thing, I said, oh, this is the school. We would love to teach in that school. I, in particular,
Okay.
I chose that I want to teach in a very deplorable school.
Okay.
But then the education office are not helping with any incentive at all.
Wow.
So it makes the teachers not to go to those rural areas to teach.
Okay.
I love to teach. I have my certificate.
Okay.
I have attended training college. But why did I stop? Because of all these things. Because you want to kill yourself for the children, and those who are supposed to help you at least to achieve that goal are not helping enough. So it makes, once it has made me not to at least go there again or to stop the teaching, I think it's the same thing that is happening to other teachers too. So if the government or the state agencies can come out with modalities at least to help teachers
Yeah.
to at least go to, some of the canoes are not even people who themselves have contributed to even make
buy
these
the
canoes
yeah.
on the small river.
Okay.
But if they can at least get a way to that area, we talked about it, the MP, the DCs, when I was there, but they were not ready to help. So how can teachers go there?
Let me ask you, so as a teacher, is there a system in place in Ghana where teachers who choose to go to difficult areas are given some allowance, extra allowance apart from their salary?
They said it several times, but it has not materialized.
You've not seen that, you've not experienced that.
We've not seen the work.
I see. Okay. All right.
It was not seen the work because I taught in a nearby Agogla. When I got there, I was teaching English language.
Okay.
They were having 0%. But because of the passion I have, I always engage the students. And at the end of the day, I taught them for 3 months when they went for exams. And they were able to pass in my examination, in my subject.
Yeah.
Which means when teachers have that heart to teach like me, the students will have better grades. They are not bad enough. But situation has made them bad.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your call. It really gives us a good perspective. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As of now, I have my certificate there, but I stopped the teaching.
Okay.
Because
all right.
parents themselves are not helping. The agencies are not helping.
Well,
so I have to stop.
As we are doing this program, the idea is to be able to, create enough interest around the country in teachers being supported in this way. So
why not?
Yes,
if
so
they come out with more ideas, good ideas, why not?
Yeah.
Some of us can devote our time to go and teach these children.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for your call. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Okay, cool. This is a very interesting one. And then it takes someone with a big heart to be able to say that I want to go and teach in a rural area, one such as Bluedo, because for example, if someone has lived their life in an urban area or in a town or a city where they are so used to the lifestyle here, leaving everything behind to go back there to see the kind of life they live, it's hard. So it actually takes someone with a big heart. So if people like these are ready to, it's not voluntarism completely, but to some extent, if they are willing to go that far to give back to the society and the country as a whole, I think we should motivate them some more. But we have a call on the line. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Breakfast Daily. Your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Stephen. I'm calling from Asante Bampo.
Right, Stephen, let's hear from you.
There is no just paying allowance on teachers' pay. So I don't understand why you are saying they pay them a hardship allowance. There is no just paying allowance on teachers' pay. The main motive for you to be in the deprived area is the steady leave. You get what a steady leave. But nowadays, those in the cities, those in Accra, Kumasi, they will get the steady leave. If you like, be in the deprived area, taught for them for their 5 good years, they will not give you the steady leave. They will give you to those in the cities. They will pay.
Are you a teacher yourself?
Hello?
Are you a teacher?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of area do you teach in? Is it a rural area or an urban area?
Oh, at first I was in a deprived area, but now I've moved from there.
I see. So you never got any incentive or allowance whilst you were there?
Yeah, no, there is no just a single allowance. They will not give you. We don't have that. We don't have that allowance.
I see.
Okay.
How long have you been teaching for, by the way?
4 years.
All right. Cool.
All right.
You want to say something?
Yeah. Oh, no. No, thank you. Thank you for your thoughts. And thank you for, we're not, I think the question that we are asking rather is that should we make this available to teachers? Should we be giving teachers an allowance? I think that's the whole,
Yes.
you know,
That's
idea.
why you termed it as
hardship allowance. Yeah,
right.
you know, because that's what it's called in some places, hardship allowance. You know, I also lived in Kenya for a while. That was the time that I was with the UN. That was when I got my UN experience. So that's when I saw it. That it's referred to as hardship allowance. You know, so but like he said, the scholarships, study leave is available. You know, but even that, it looks like they're not experiencing it that much, and it's given to people who can pay for it. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. We have another caller on the line. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, your name, please.
Yes, Idris from Northern Region.
Idrisu, yes, you're welcome to Breakfast Daily. Talk to us. What do you have to say?
Yes, sir. We are trying to tackle the menace. And then, like, those who are to tackle it are not even showing interest. That is the leaders. You live in the community where opinion leaders are there seeing what is happening within that surrounding. And they never utter a word. You being a teacher, sometimes if you are not very careful, your life is at some different situation. So you see, I stay by a nearby community, and let me say it here, the MCE or the district chief executive is living in that electoral area. And the school has been raped when last came, and then they push from halfway up to now. When it is raining, when it is about to set, unless they close the children to go. And have been passing around seeing. Then when you err, it's a problem. So what do we do? Looking at it, it's not the teacher's problem. You are a teacher, you are willing to teach, like my brother earlier said. But go and see what is happening.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
So, so are you still teaching?
Am I?
Are you still working as a teacher? Do you still teach?
Yes, I still teach. I'm a teacher.
Okay, yeah. So are you in which town are you teaching in?
Yes, I teach in the northern region. I don't want to mention that town.
Okay, you don't want to mention that town. That's fine. Okay, that's
Yes,
fine.
yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for your call.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Welcome.
All right. So, yeah.
Right. Cool. We have some messages coming in. So this one says, I'm Isifu Osman, a teacher in Tepa. Providing extra money to teachers in rural areas is advisable as it can help address financial challenges, improve educational resources, attract and retain talented educators, and ultimately enhance the quality of education in these regions. So that's it from Isifu. Another one from Uduma Sekrobo, coming from Richard, says, gone were the days where rural folks show benevolence to teachers. Nowadays, they even envy you for being a government worker. Sometimes you want to buy food items from them and they give you outrageous prices for being a teacher on government payroll. I see.
That's Richard from Odumase.
Right, cool. We have another caller. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Benito.
Right, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from South Africa.
Okay, let's hear from you.
Okay. My name is Benito, calling from South Africa.
Right, Benito, let's hear from you. Go ahead.
You see, during your discussion, you said something that back in the village, the teachers, you said that the teachers end up spending less. So finally, they save a lot. Coming back to the cities, very rich. But that is not true. You rather spend more than you actually supposed to spend. Because let's say, for instance, in the city, a tin of tomatoes with 2 cedis. Now, the businessman who comes to buy and sell in the village increases the price. You will not get his 2 cedis there. You get the 2 cedis 50 pesos or sometimes even 3 cedis. So, even in the village, the teacher spends more than he even spends in the city, to be frank with you.
So then it's not worth it going to teach in the village.
Please come again.
I said, then it's not worth it going to teach in a village.
Yeah. That's why people may not like to go to the village to teach. If at the end of it, or the allowance I'm supposed to get, I don't get it.
Yeah, so that's the question.
The allowance I'm supposed to get, I don't get it. And then finally, I end up even paying more than I have to. So why should there be the need for the teacher to accept posting to places of the sort?
Yeah. And so that's why we're asking the question, that should we be giving proper allowances, good allowances, if you choose to go to a rural area to go and teach? Are you with me? Okay, it looks like we lost the call. Yes. But yeah, so I can understand him from one perspective that, okay, if you want to buy, for example, if I lived in a village, I won't buy tin tomatoes.
Right.
Because there's fresh tomatoes.
Right.
Fresh tomato, a tin tomato is supposed to augment the food. It's not the replacement. Do you understand? So why would I buy tin tomatoes in the village?
Taste and preferences.
It tastes and preferences. Yes. Then say about boka. If it's taste and preferences, then we will all be very poor because we'll spend our money on tastes that we can't afford. You know. But I'm just saying that the rural lifestyle and living, if you choose it. And for me, it's not about the village is cheaper. No, that's not what it's about. It's about incentivizing the teachers who choose to go and live there, and making it so attractive that they make it's like no, I want to go.
Yes.
Because I'll benefit. I want to go because I'll benefit. That's what I'm saying. Government needs to create that as a system that exists, right? If you do that, many people will finish school and say, I want to go because it's a way I can make some money.
Anyway, quickly, we have a call on the line. Hello, good morning and welcome to Breakfast Daily. Your name and where you're calling
hello,
from.
Good morning. Please, my name is Salifu, calling from Eastern Region, precisely as a SWA in the Upper Manya Krobo district.
All right, Salifu, let's hear from you.
Yes, to start with, I think that teachers must actually be given allowance. In fact, not just allowance, but substantial allowance. An allowance that can make them feel, yes, the government is also turning its eyes at them. In reality, challenges in the villages are enormous. And in fact, if you consider any one of them, you will realize that, yes, that's just the reason why we don't have teachers in the village. Because not the students go through a lot of hardship. They equally go through lots of hardship. For instance, you have a teacher who goes to a village. I am recalling from my own experience. You realize that the very first time I was sent to that particular village, even getting a room in the village was a problem. I had money. I went around with my SMC chairman just to get me a muddy room so that it will cut my cost of traveling. It wasn't possible because the rooms that were there were all occupied by the natives, and they didn't have any spare room for me. So I had to commute in and come from the main district capital into those communities. It's sometimes very tough because an Okada, they will charge you almost double you would be thinking of. And you will have to go in and out. So at the end of the month, the transportation alone would have taken half your salary. So what will be left for you to make savings? It's not there. Secondly, there you realize that life in the community is very difficult because we go through lots of experiences, like come across snakes, in fact, very big snakes, of course, that I haven't seen before. And I'm so scared. So sometimes if I want to go to school, because usually the Okada will drop you at a distance for you to make some short distance into the school. And you have to go through a grassland. And sometimes makes another things which you are not used to. So when you see them once, it changes your mood.
Right.
And your feeling for you to even stay in that community. So you will do everything possible to move away from there. So these are some of the things that the teachers go through. Mosquito bite, exposure to lots of diseases, no good drinking water. You have the money, you want to buy pure water, you can't get pure water in the village to buy. You are forced to go and drink the river water, which is, is not the best.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to rely on them. So these are some of the challenges we go through. And we just think that, yes, the government should do something. At least give them something like, will I say, hardship allowance. It will motivate some of them.
That's right.
To maybe cultivate some kind of ways by which they can probably make themselves a little happy living in the village. Or else our school system in the villages, I'm afraid to say, is just dying off gradually.
Yeah.
They send a teacher there and just 2-3 days, the teacher disappears and never comes back. So you can imagine, if this is going to go on, it means that it will take us a long time to be able to have teachers really settle back to the villages to help our brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. This is just my submission.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much.
Thank you so
The
much.
best of your day.
Yeah,
You
we
too. Do enjoy the rest of your day.
Right.
Kuku. I think he has touched on everything
All
that
the
needed
issues.
to be said.
Yeah, summed
yes.
it up nicely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything that needed to be said, because the transport issue, snakes, seeing reptiles, mosquito bites.
No, but you see,
not getting access to potable drinking water.
Yes.
And all of that.
It's the native environment of wildlife, right?
Yes.
So yes, they are there. That is their home. So you have more snakes, you have more scorpions, you have more challenges with all of these things. So why we don't have a standing statutory substantial amount as an allowance for people who choose to go and live there to teach our people?
Our children.
I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. It's like Ghana, we have everything upside down, you know?